Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. Another episode. Welcome back, Sim Standard Radio. And I don't know what you guys are seeing. For some reason, it appears to be that my camera is not working, nor is my normal microphone working. So I don't know what the situation is here. But as long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. It looks like it's just showing like a black screen on my end. I don't know what that's about. I guess right now you're probably seeing, I don't know what you're seeing. But anyway, welcome back, guys. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. We're going to have a guest. We're going to have Mike Peters from PX1 Sports. Some of you guys may know him as Majesty. And it should be a great show. You know, the main topic of discussion tonight will be in regards to Madden 17, the patch. We're going to talk in depth about how we feel about the gameplay right now. We'll discuss some things. I know Smitty would like to discuss some things in terms of the gameplay that may have taken place in our league. All kinds of things like that, as far as how guys are playing. But mainly we just want to talk about the patch itself as far as what it's done to the gameplay. What does it mean for our community? Is the sim community overreacting? A plethora of different things, man. So, buckle up and get ready for that. Like I said, we're going to bring in Mike Peters here in just a moment. But right now, we're going to do our normal introductions. I'm going to bring in the Zoo Effect. Well, I'm sorry, bring in Smitty first and then bring in Azure, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, you guys that are coming in, here late or what have you, or as you guys are filling in, for some reason, my camera is not working. I don't know what the deal is. So I apologize for that. You don't get to see my ugly mug tonight. Maybe it'll come back at some point. What I really need to do, and maybe some of you guys can suggest some options here in the chat. I need to just go ahead and get a webcam. I've been relying on my built-in camera. So if any of you guys can give me an example of a, fairly inexpensive webcam. I know there's some options where you can use your iPhone, but anything you guys may know, help me out in that regard. I really don't want to spend a lot of money on a webcam because I don't really use them that often, not even when I stream. So just throwing that out there. But anyway, so Smitty, what's going on, man? How was your week? What about those Lions? And whatever else it is you would like to say.
No, I'm good, man. Definitely looking forward to getting into this show here. See my man Majesty already in the comments and everything, so it's definitely look forward to him getting in here and having a nice discussion. Everything will be cordial, but it'll be fun, like always. But I had a great week. Scored my first win in terms of the game that I was actually able to play in our Sim Standard League. And that was cool. That was the highlight there. Other than that, though, Lions. Look, I've said this. We can't lose. Look, when you're a team that's trying to rebuild and you're not really that good, you need your best players to be available and not be banged up as bad, or not banged up so bad they can't play or be hurt and damaged and everything. Like I said, we don't have Ansa, we don't have Odula. We lost Washington in that game the other day. Zenner did some work, but we're losing all these guys. And look, I know that the Lions aren't the only team, but the problem is that when the Lions are losing as much talent as we are, we're losing our best guys. And then we lose the backups to the backups to the backups. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep losing these guys and then expect to just win. It's like it becomes that much harder. So now we got to play against these Eagles that we did a good job against them last year. But, it's going to be a big-time challenge when it comes to playing them this weekend. I know they've been eating it up defensively. We'll see how things unfold. I really don't know how to call it, to be quite honest. But I just can only hope that the Lions are able to do a serviceable job against them. They have a very stout defense. and their offensive attack is looking good. My man Wentz, hey, doing work. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we need some guy. I mean, Lions gonna need some help, flat out. And I mean, I know they're talking about DeAndre Levy. Is he truly hurt at this point? Because everything is so up in the air when it comes to him, in terms of him being hurt or not. Because we have a weekly column here in the Free Press or the Detroit News. We have a weekly column, and he writes his articles. He's on point, on time with those articles every single week. But yet he's not able to practice. He's not able to get out and play any of these games, though. You see what I'm saying? So that stuff I have an issue with. I just question it, and because we need him back. We need him, and it's like, I mean, at the same time, I can't truly blame him, because if he's not going to run, because our team is basically like, we're not good. You know what I'm saying? He could be like, why put myself out there on the line? You know what I mean? He could feel that way. I don't know. But it's a mystery over that guy. And like I said, Lions, we really need some help. We need some big time help to make any kind of impact. So, um, but other than that, though, man, I really don't have anything else to say at this point. I know I'm going on the league stuff. I don't know if you want me to talk about that now, or I'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, we could jump into that a bit later, because that'll definitely be part of the discussion, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right, so going at the AZ, man. How was your week? What's going on with those Titans, man?
Another massacre Monday when my Titans don't win. It just brings the whole town down, man. It ruins my Sunday. And they went down to Houston, and I put out a tweet. It was like 14-0 at the time when I got home to watch the game from church. And I said that it looks like my Titans didn't come to play today. Then they ended up tying it up. It was 14-14. Then it was 20-21 or 20-20. It was tied or whatever. And we persist to punt the Texans the ball with Will Fuller back there to return the punt. So, and the special teams coach ended up getting fired because we gave them 6 points on penalties. One, we had, I think, 12 men on the field for a punt. Like, seriously? Come on. We can't get the right amount of people on the field for a punt. And I think they were about to punt us the ball, but instead they kicked the field goal. That was 3 points. And then I think another one might have been maybe I don't know what the other one was, but it was a similar situation, and they got another 3 points to where they were gonna punt or turn the ball over or something like that. So special teams coach ended up getting fired. We persist to punt the ball to Will Fuller, who runs it in for the go-ahead touchdown. Like, it's ridiculous stuff going on with my Titans right now that we could easily be 4-0. We could easily be 0-4. We 1-3 as it stands. We should have lost the game to the Lions, as I said on this show, and I told Smitty we got one there that we shouldn't have had. We gave the Vikings, who are undefeated, they shouldn't be. We had that game, and the loss to Houston counts double because it's a division loss. So we had a chance to take an early lead because Jacksonville and the Colts played the same Sunday before in London. Shout out to Anto, who got to fly out there and do that amazing experience. But they are both 1-3, so we had a chance to be 2-2, tied with the Texans, and have a division lead over them early, and we squandered it. So I don't know, man. You know me, I don't like to watch the Titans when they don't put forth great effort. And when I'm saying that, I'm not talking about the players. I feel like the play calling is just horrendous. The offensive play calling is, because we held DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best receivers or young receivers in the league, to one catch for 4 yards. So if I give you the scenario, hey, listen up, Sam, we're going to hold DeAndre Hopkins to one catch for 4 yards, do the Titans win the game? You would usually say yes. So, and same thing with the Vikings. We're going to hold Adrian Peterson to 31 yards. Do the Titans win the game? You would say yes, especially with Sean Hill at quarterback. So, for us not to execute on offense and get enough points to win these games when the defense is doing their job is frustrating. So, we'll see what happens against the Dolphins. Shout out to all my Florida people. Be safe, be smart, because Hurricane Matthew has been upgraded to a Category 4. So that game was supposed to be played in Miami, so now they're trying to work out the logistics of where it will be played if it's played. So we'll see, man.
Sim?
Hey, it looks like.
I guess.
Like
I don't know.
something's
Something
going
must
on.
have happened.
I don't see.
Oh, I guess. Okay. Oh, Sim's joint had dropped off. Okay. All right. No, I didn't peep that, y'all. So, okay. Well, in the meantime, until Sim is able to get his audio back corrected, I guess he's trying to straighten it out so then that way he can, come in and chat with all of us accordingly and be able to be seen. That'd be my guess. He could be trying to restart it. But until he gets back on, let's see here. I mean, well, what I'll do is until, like, I know that we're going to be bringing in Mike. I don't know if there's anything that Sim would need to do on his end in order to bring in, Mike here onto the show, or all I should say, not the show, but onto the Hangout. But what I will do is, in the meantime, like I said, we're gonna save the Madden talk for later. But I will say this though, in regards of NBA 2K, is like I just got some things to just really expand on real quick because I played a little bit of it, messing with the gameplay a bit, and you know the same thing that we say about Madden, and we're going to talk about the update and all that stuff. But this is the exact same thing that's happened with NBA 2K. NBA 2K already had issues as is at launch before updating anything. Now, with them updating the game and touching stuff, the game's basically reverted back to what 2K16 was. But the problem is, well, it's got better ball physics, but the rotational defense is awry. It's it's a mess. Like my dude Sam Fam said, he straight up said it. The rotational defense in 2K17 is broken. It's straight up broken. And I mean, he makes tip videos to try and alleviate for the shortcomings in the game. But the bottom line is, there's a lot that game needs to fix. And yeah, so he's doing a reboot there, as you see with Sim. But the issue here is with the game is that, and I see while Sim's doing his reboot, I'll just make this point real quick. The problem that I have with it here is that 2K keeps on tampering the game and watering it down and trying to appease the masses while putting in these challenging controls like that layup, that shot stick they did, and how they basically regulate every single layup like that. Like, I mean, every single shot that you try to use the analog stick for, even the button, and that's the thing. That timing, it's just not on the shot stick. It's on the button press too. So if you try to go up for a layup, I don't know how many times I would go up for a layup and just like right under the rim, I get the ball and I just want to put it back for a layup, and I clank it. I would clank it because I didn't hold the button down long enough to time it right. Like, come on now, seriously, 2K, get out of here. If you're gonna do something like that, then you got to actually grant us full control over what it is that we do, and you can't have full control when you got a game with all those animations. Show me this tweet right now until the patch. This week is